Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Cardinals head coach pregame. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment.
Booster. Right. Move. Down the level. Go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Still looking down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's loose, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Louisville! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not much much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Hawkins unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
On the move. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Fires to the right. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Michael Hawkins. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Man, and that one stings, right? Like, you're a receiver, it's 4th down, understanding where the sticks are, you do everything right except for the last part, man. Just lose concentration, maybe take your eye off the football a little bit. And some drops are big, and some are bigger. And that was a big one on 4th down to drop that football when he had the 1st down.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Here we go. Ready? Ready to go.
1st down, right back to Brown. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's changing the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, gets rid of it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing, Hawkins. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Got his man. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, it's Brown. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
He holds it in and nobody's close. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Hawkins finds his man. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And right down the middle. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off for Brown. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The kick is on its way. On the return. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really... There he goes! At the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Brown. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down to the air. Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Moving out to the right. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Michael Hawkins. Look out. Nearly intercepted.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Sets his feet. It's Hawkins. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Hawkins from the gun on third down. He'll try to do it himself. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
And the Mountaineers looking to convert on 4th down. Throwing, Hawkins. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down, going to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Motion from the back. Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Mountaineers. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Extending the play. Looking deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Hawkins. Rush right in his face. Left side is Strachan. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Mountaineers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll send the tight end in motion. Michael Hawkins. Here comes the heat. And he will take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 3 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's Georgia who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Hawkins. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. A give to Brown. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hawkins throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Still looking.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Oh, he wants it all. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Virginia hasn't the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
One more time, it's Brown. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking left. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The run inside. It's Brown. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Brown again. Inside the 40. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Back to pass on second down. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Hughes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Just going to keep it after the snap. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And you can see everyone on the sideline. They're pointing the other direction. You're going the wrong way. Sometimes, listen, when you scoop the ball up and you've been twisted and you've been turned, you don't know where the ball was coming from or where you were coming from, you go the wrong direction. And that right there will be a play and a clip that will be showed over and over again. And I don't think he's going to like it.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Reed. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, gonna throw it. Still looking to his right. Throwing on the run. Got it in stride inside the 20. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll go to the air. On the move. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Second down to the air. They're all over him. Touchdown Cardinals. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to pass. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within 1 possession.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Little. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Michael Hawkins escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll give it to Brown. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throwing, Hawkins. Hauls it in. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. One more time, it's Brown. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Here's Brown. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. From deep, it's Hood. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Rush is on. Being chased. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
seconds to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the right. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Quarterback changing the play. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. He's got the back in the middle. They've got him corralled. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the 1st down.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Keeping his eyes downfield. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Brown. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cardinals decide to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Direct snap. That'll That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. The last touchdown only part of the battle. Now the two-point try to tie the game. He wants to throw it. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and in the final moments, we are tied.
Well, the offense handled their business. They get the two-point conversion. They tie the game. Now it falls on the defense. Only seconds to go. You need a stop to force this thing to go to OT.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's McDonald. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Second and long here. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Right down the middle. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Left side, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll slide and avoid the big hit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. And he got it! And they go back on top. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really